a non-Christmas project. I'm so excited. I have had this project on my dresser for a while, waiting to play with it, and I'm really excited to play with it today. I am going to be working on a week in the life. So these pictures were taken in 2017 on August 19th. And I've never done Week in the Life before, but I really wanted to try it. Or not Week in the Life. Take two. Hey everybody, Tori here with a non-Christmas related project, and I'm really excited. I have wanted to work on this project for a while now, but I just have been busy with December daily and Christmas things, so I'm excited to begin working on this. In August, Allie Edwards did the Day in the Life project, and I really wanted to participate, but I was super busy, so I took all the photos, edited them, and printed them all off, but haven't gotten a chance to scrapbook them yet. And I've never done Day in the Life, so I really wanted to try, and it was so much fun to take the pictures and kind of see how the whole day came out in the end. So I have this album, which funnily enough, funnily is not a word, is a December Daily album from a couple years ago, but that's okay. I actually love it, and I love the colors, and I thought it would be a fun color scheme to use for Day in the Life. So I have this album, and I have all my photos printed out and kind of like placed in order of how I want them to go, and then I have some supplies today that I wanted to use. So I'm probably going to split this video into multiple parts just because otherwise it'll be super long. So you can check back to my channel to see the multiple parts, I guess. So today I'm going to be using the Turn Your Page collection, which is probably one of my favorite collections ever, and it's designed by Paige Evans for Pink Paisley. And it's her last collection. I know she's just coming out with a new one, so this is not the newest one, but this is the last one. And I got all of these supplies from Memory Lane Scrapbook, the design team that I'm on, and I will leave a link for Memory Lane Scrapbooks below, as well as a coupon code so that you can get a discount. So check out the description of this video / over on my blog for all the details for how you can get that discount over at Memory Lane Scrapbook. So today I have the Turn Your Page 6x6 paper pad, and the wonderful thing about this is it has gold foil on the papers, which I'm really excited about. I'm going to use the Turn Your Page sticker sheets, which are super adorable. The ephemera, which I've already kind of taken out a little bit, and I was just going to throw in this little bowl here. And they're super cute, like super cute ephemera, so I'm just going to throw them in there. I've got let's stick that star there, I don't want to lose it. I've got the 12-inch strip washi tape pieces, which are really pretty. Like, they're so pretty, and even some of them have gold foil on them, so there's 3 sheets there. And then I also have the Turn the Page Fresh Start chipboard accent pieces, which are super pretty, and obviously all of it coordinates super well. And the reason I wanted to use this collection was, well, obviously I love Paige, and I love Turn the Page, this collection, but I also feel like the collection has a very everyday, down-to-earth feeling and vibe to it, which I thought would be perfect for Day in the Life. So I'm excited to use it, and I'm going to use that. I also have some items from Allie Edwards' site for Day in the Life, like some Day in the Life journaling cards and things like that, that I might try to incorporate over here. I'm not really sure, like I'm not 100% sold on it, but I might use some of those items and stamps and things like that. And I actually felt like the colors coordinated really well with the Turn the Page collection. Like, this coordinates really well, actually. So that's kind of my thought process for this project. The other thing I wanted to say is the way that I'm tackling this project is I first picked out all of my favorite photos from the 19th of August, and then I sized them all to the size I wanted and printed them all off. And then I stuck them in the album here, kind of in the order that I want them, and then from there I'll go and add all the fun details and the journaling and all of those kind of things. So you can kind of see that I've just kind of tucked things in here where I want them. I did add on the back of the photos the time of day that I took it. I try to take a photo like every half an hour, I think, that day. Give or take-ish, to try to make sure I could capture like all the random moments in my day. Sometimes I took more than that, sometimes I took less, but yeah. So I've got all these random fun photos from my day, and I feel like it's a nice snapshot of the randomness of my day and everything. So I'm excited to document this using this album and the Turn Your Page collection and all of my day in the life photos. So without further ado, I'm going to stick you guys on fast forward and get to crafting.
Okay, so one thing I didn't say in that intro, but I wanted to just say now, is that this is part 1. So in order to keep the video so they weren't like one really long, crazy video, I did break it into 3 parts. So hopefully you'll check out the other ones. I'll probably be posting them one after another. So you can come back and check out part 2 and 3 and then the final process video. So I thought a good way to start would be to start with the title page. Just because I feel like the title page really sets the mood, or I don't know what the word is, the focus for the rest of the mini album that I'm working on. So I had this card from Ali Edwards that said Day in the Life, and I really wanted to use that. So what I did was I took one of the papers from the Turn the Page paper pad, cut it down so it was the right size, and then I trimmed the Day in the Life card a little bit so that more of that blue would show through. And I stamped the date, which was August 2017. And now I'm going to use some of the ephemera and die cuts and pieces from the Turn the Page collection just to embellish around that card. I'm also going to use some stickers and enamel dots and stuff, and I just kind of was having fun with it. One of the things that I decided when I started this mini album is that I feel like so often when we're crafting, we like kind of hold ourselves back from like doing what we really want to do because we're like, oh, I'm using too many supplies, or this is too colorful, or I don't know how this is gonna look. And I just feel like this year, the year of 2018, I know I'm working on 2017, but I created this in 2018. I feel like 2018 is a year of me like scrapbooking and creating like my way, doing it like as colorful and bright and eclectic as I just really want. So I was just gonna go for it. I don't know if that makes any sense. So after I finished that, I decided to work on the next card, which is going to be this kind of calendar card or a schedule card. I also got that from the Ali Edwards Day in the Life cards that I got, and it had each time of the day, and I thought it would be kind of fun to just have an overview of what you're going to see in the whole album hour by hour. And what I did was I just looked at the photos to remember what I was doing each hour and then just made notes on this little calendar card. It's kind of a fun way to introduce a Day in the Life album, I think, because it kind of is giving you like you know what it feels like? It feels like the table of contents, or like if you were writing a book, the chapter headings. I don't know. Like it's kind of like the main points that are going to go through the album. And I kind of like the idea of being able to see the whole day, like at a glance on this little calendar card. I don't know, it was kind of fun. So I just wrote down all the different things that I did for each of the hours, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just embellish it a little bit. I felt like it felt really black and white, so I wanted to add a little color to it. And I'm sorry I'm a little bit off screen, but I'll come back in a second. I had this washi tape strip book from the Turn the Page collection, and there was this one really colorful washi, so I decided to just put like a strip of that right down the center of the card and leave it like that. And the other nice thing about that is that kind of is setting like the color scheme for the rest of the album. Because I'm going to be using the Turn the Page collection, which I got from MemoryLaneScrapbookStore.com, I wanted to just focus on this one collection, and it's a super colorful collection, which is one of the reasons why I love it, because I love color. And I wanted to kind of have that like strip of washi tape to show what the colors in the album are going to be. So I started working on the second card here, which is a photo of me. It's a selfie that I took while I was in bed. Okay, my eyes are closed, but I'm like totally not sleeping. I'm like pulling an Ali Edwards here, where you like take a picture of yourself with your eyes closed. I know it's kind of lame, but I felt like it was a good photo to start the mini album with. I don't know if that's like completely weird. It's totally weird, but I thought I would start with that and use it. And then there was this one paper in the paper pad that had all those stars on it, and it felt like the perfect paper to go with that photo, but also to go with the vibe of like mornings and nighttime and sleeping and, I don't know, waking up. So one of the things you'll notice about this album is I kind of like jump around a lot a bit, just because I felt like doing what made me happy. So one of the things I wanted to do was I had these journaling cards that had like 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 12, and there were 2 sets of them, so I had 2 sets of 12, I guess, and they came from Ali Edwards' site, and it's like 7 a.m. or 7 p.m., and I thought that I would use those journaling cards throughout the whole mini album, one for every hour, because I took a photo every hour throughout the day, and then I could just journal about what I was doing at 7 o'clock, at 8 o'clock, 9, 10, throughout the day. So sorry, it's late at night. You'll see that I punched the holes in there so it could go right into the album. And then I added my journaling, and then I'm just adding some chipboard and ephemera there, just to make it look cute, and putting that on the card. And then on the back I just put a little die cut, and I'm going to embellish this photo. So the video is going to stop in just a second, but one thing I just wanted to mention is that I kind of came up with a plan. After doing this one photo, I felt like this album was going to take me forever if I did one at a time instead of having like a systematic approach to it. I know that sounds so weird, but I decided after doing this one photo that I wanted to kind of set up the whole album and then embellish it. So in the next video, you'll see how I kind of make this process go super quick so that I can finish the whole mini album pretty quickly. So the first thing I did was put all of those cards in there and punch them, and check back for part 2 to see how I take it to the next stage. But other than that, that's pretty much how I started my Day in the Life album. I hope you enjoyed checking it out, and you'll come back for part 2. See you soon.